So imagine if the Continental Army had not defeated the British forces at the battles of Lexington and Concord. Imagine if the Allies had not defeated the Axis powers in Europe and the Pacific. And imagine if our nation had been timid in our response to the 9/11 terrorist attacks within our borders. In every instance, if those outcomes were different, the United States of America would not be who we are and what we are today. There's no finer military force in the world today than the United States military. And the fact is, there's never been a finer fighting force in the history of civilization. Regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the cause, regardless of the odds, our veterans have answered the call for nearly 250 years. They've done our nation's bidding, and they've delivered an unmatched record of success. And it's our honor to honor their choice and their commitment to public service. Now, I noted that there are more than 41 million Americans who have served as uniformed military members over the course of our nation's history. Okay, there are about 19 million U.S. veterans today. Okay, that's about 7% of living Americans who have served in the U.S. military in some capacity. Chairman Young noted Stafford County has had a long tradition and a long commitment to its veterans community. The county population is about 165,000. There's about 21,000 veterans living right here in Stafford County. That's about 12.5% of Stafford County's population are veterans. Currently there's about 1.3 million active duty military members. In total, there are about 2.1 million service members, our current serving veterans, if you think about it that way. And that's including active, reserve, and guard forces. Now, interestingly, the United States population in 2023 is about 340 million people. So currently, 0.04% of Americans serve in the military. That's less than 0.5% of Americans currently serve in the United States military. Now, from this very small percentage of the U.S. population, the U.S. has about 172,000 troops who are deployed in 159 countries. Okay, there are about 195 countries in the world. So what that means is U.S. forces are deployed to 82% of the countries in the world. That's our footprint. That's our reach. Now, we're operating from about 800 military bases, posts, and stations outside the United States. And as we recognize and honor our military veterans this morning, here in Stafford County, Virginia, know that, and you all know this, there are soldiers and sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, they're standing watch. They're standing watch right now as we hold this celebration. They're standing watch for us in 159 countries around the world. And some of them are from right here in our community. They're our daughters, they're our sons, they're our friends. We know them, and we appreciate their current service. We appreciate their public service just as we appreciate the service of our past veterans. Confidence. Skinny kid from Memphis, Tennessee, nothing special about me, went to Paris Island, but here's what I learned. I learned I could do this. I can do this. I learned I could do a lot more than I thought I was capable of doing. I also learned that I could be a part of and I could contribute to something that was much larger than myself. I learned it's a big world out there. There's a lot more to life than me. Those were key lessons to learn. I learned discipline. I learned accountability. I learned respect. I learned responsibility. I learned to see, to think, to understand, to plan for mission accomplishment, getting the job done. Sometimes we take that for granted. Yeah, but getting the job done, mission accomplishment is important. In fact, in some cases, it's everything. To accomplish the mission, I learned about the importance of doing the right thing the first time, every time, even when nobody's looking. That's accountability. It's responsibility. Learned that in the Marine Corps. I mentioned respect. I learned respect for people. I learned that everybody is somebody. Everybody is somebody. Everybody has an original life story, and it's valuable. Everybody has a unique perspective. They've got their lens, and it's worth understanding. Our veterans represent the highest ideals of honor, courage, commitment, patriotism, and fidelity. And each has taken a sworn oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign or domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. Our nation's veterans are many things. They are smart, they're tough, they're proud, they're professional, they're motivated, and they're caring. And quite simply, through their public service, our veterans represent the very best our nation has to offer.